play, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the blaze. True indeed. Yes, I can reckon that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like to ya read. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide broadcast make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby wife, Q-tip, Alicia Heed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the noble, that's my duty, let my seed. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome, Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. The ball is teed up, kicking team looks ready. And here we go from New Orleans. Set to return it, here's Will Shipley. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Hurts trying again on second down. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's DeMario Davis. And look at the opportunity they've now got at the very start of this game, Brock, all thanks to the interception on that opening possession.
Yeah, they love to say that a running game is a quarterback's best friend, but right next to that bestie is a defense that can take the ball away for you.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. First and 10 coming up. Off the play action, Chubb. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains. That's exactly how you're looking to start.
That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Chuck now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
That'll That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
On 2nd and 10 now, here's Shuck. Escapes the pocket. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Kamara will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Point effort from Smith is good. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Shipley now to return. This makes it up to the 25.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. A play fake now hurts to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
It's a gain of 18. And an Eagles first down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Eagles.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Hurts now from the gun. The right side caught by Smith. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch, just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Hurts on 1st down. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. They'll work against the blitz. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Shock working from the gun. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Shock. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
Here we go.
On play action, here's Shock. Has a man on target to Johnson. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll go play action. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Finds a man underneath. It's Kamara. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Pistol snap here to Shock. Buying some time right. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. To throw again here, it's Shock. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take the lead just before halftime. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So the first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Shipley now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Shipley on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Great.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Back to throw it. Off his back foot, he hooks this one. He's got it deep downfield. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. The final throw before the break. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's DeMario Davis. And the Saints do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcasting, my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Second and 3 now.
Let's go now. Take off.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. It's a big strike to Hill. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Working inside the red zone. He loses the football, and the Eagles get to it.
Kate, did those sidelines get loud or what? It was practically in unison. Everybody's shouting to jump on top of that one. We just needed an official signal if it was 6 points or a touchback. Unfortunately for them, well, it was a touchback.
And he's going to go down. Great work by the Saints. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
2 yards. It's second down.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. Sent to the ground by Pete Warner.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Can't convert on third. That's to the ground and incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And that makes it fourth down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
It's a fake from deep on their own half. And no success on the fake punch. That's way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs.
A bunch of these punters in the NFL today, I guarantee you, go back in the Wayback Machine, and they were quarterbacks back in high school. The difference now, well, they use their legs a lot more than their arm, and it showed right there. That was a dangerous call to go for it. Trying to throw a pass, it sure blew up in their face.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. He couldn't do it.
Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Third down, here's Shuck. Short pass brought in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They'll run with Kamara. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Has room into the secondary, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Saints lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd.
What a great moment to celebrate and possibly educate this rookie as well, Kate. That's just tremendous effort. He shows off the speed that he has. They'll go look at those tablets. They'll figure out if there was somewhere to throw it. He showed you right there when there's not. Well, this kid can run.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Power squib kick is taken in. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
This is our last play of the quarter. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this off.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Quincy Riley picks it. And the Saints get the football back at the opposing 45.
Intercepted. Turnover on downs.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now. Don't throw 18. 18 Cardinal.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Brings up 3rd down.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints feeling good with a 14-point advantage.
Hold the ready.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Here we go. Here we go.
Throw here, 3rd down. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
And this was pylon hunting for a moment, but it's over the goal line and out the side of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it. And the Saints are going to get the football inside the enemy 40.
First down pass.
We've set it down from 37.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Small pass, big results. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Complete on the option. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints making a 3-score game in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Point after good from Smith. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21.
Saints 28, Eagles 7.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Shipley now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. He's looking for A.J. Brown there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Connects on the crosser. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yaps on top of it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints.